Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Just woke up, so I'm a little beat up, but today we're gonna change the oil on my 2001 Camry. That's my 2005 Camry, but we're gonna be working on this one today. This is what I'm gonna be using to change the oil. I have my ratchet right here, extension with the 14 millimeter. I have the drain plug with a gasket that I got from a Toyota dealership. And then I have this oil filter remover and the oil filter. And this is the part number if you want to see it. And this is the part number for the drain plug. I think I got this from O'Reilly's. I have a couple of different kinds in here. The blue one is the one I got from Toyota. It's an extra one. And then I have all these oils over here that I've just been like using over time, but I've never finished them. So I'm just gonna mix them all together, honestly. I'm only gonna do this for a little bit. If anything, I'll change the oil maybe like in a couple months just to like rinse out the engine, because I don't want to leave this oil in there for a while. But I think it should be okay just to run it for a bit. They're all 1030, high mileage. So here's underneath the car. As you guys can see, the drain plug's right there. And look at all that oil. I can't tell where it's coming from. It's not really leaking oil, at least no drops. I do notice that sometimes it'll leak like a drop or two after I drive it, but then it'll stop leaking, which is kind of weird. So I kind of want to lift the car up and just lift it up more and see exactly where it's coming from, because I can't tell. But at least changing the oil filter and the oil drain plug and the oil will probably help a bit. So let's drain the engine. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start draining the engine. First, I'll take the top off. Oh my god, can't even do it with one hand anymore. Hold on. There we go. Needed two hands. Damn, it's pretty tight. Got it. It's a little weird there for a second. Alright, it's loose. Start doing it by hand now. I think it's gonna go a little bit more over there. So let's see. I don't mind dropping the plug in there. I'm not gonna reuse it. All right, it's draining. Let me show you guys the drain plug. It is beat up. Look at this. It does look so weird at the top. I've never seen one like this. It looks like it partially melted. I don't know. It has like these grooves or like this like lip here. It's so weird. And then you can just see it's not stripped. It's pretty good. But then take a look at this. Look at the gasket. It's like melted on there. So I have no idea when the last time this oil has been changed on the car. From what I heard when I bought it from my grandparents, that my grandpa had like his friend do a tune-up on it, so I assume they changed the oil, but I don't know if this would happen in between then, which has only been like what, max maybe like a year. So maybe I should have checked it sooner. Definitely my fault. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at the drain pan, the area where this plugs into, just to make sure there's none of this residue on there too, once I put the new one on, the new drain plug and the gasket. As you guys can see, I have this like little tool that I showed you guys earlier. This thing makes it so much easier. It's already loosened it, honestly, so I just wanted to make sure I could do it before I showed you guys. But let me finish unloosening it. So all you need is your ratchet and an extension. I don't even think you need an extension. And then, oh, wrong way. Have it to loose. Yeah, there you go. To loosen. And then it just grips on, and then it starts turning. As you can see, I have some paper towels down there just in case it starts leaking a little bit of oil. So I don't even think I need this anymore. I'm gonna take this off. Throw it in here as soon as I can. Oh, it's not leaking that much at all. Pretty clean. So yeah, got the oil filter off. Let me, I'll leave those down there just in case. And I'm gonna clean up that area a little bit. Okay guys, so here's the old oil filter. It's made by Pronto. Never heard of it. It's made in China. I can't really tell when it was made, but it flies. But the gasket doesn't seem like it's stuck onto the engine, so looks pretty good. So I wonder if it worked well. Who knows? Should have changed it a lot sooner, but let's put on the new one. Okay, so here's the new oil filter. Okay, so I put a little bit of oil on the meeting surfaces of the oil filter, and I'm gonna start putting it back on, and hopefully it doesn't get stuck or anything. It seems to be tightening on pretty well, pretty easily. And I'm just gonna do this hand tight. I'm not gonna use the tool to tighten it. I don't think I'm that strong, so I don't think I'm gonna over tighten it. Just hand tight, that should be good. I don't need these there anymore. Okay guys, so I checked the area. It seems pretty clean, and the surface area doesn't seem to have any old gasket on it. So here's the drain plug. I'm gonna dry it up a little bit more. See that drop? And then I'm gonna start putting the drain plug back on. It has that blue metal head gasket or just gasket on it. So hopefully that's enough to keep it from leaking at all. So hand tight first, or finger tight first, and I'm gonna tighten it with the ratchet a bit, just till it feels snug. That should be good. Okay guys, so here's the oil. I'm gonna be moving all these quarts into here. It says it only takes, I don't know if you can see that, 3.8 quarts. So that's pretty much with the filter. So that's like not even the whole jug. This is 5 quarts. So as long as I have 4 quarts in here, it should fill it up. So yeah, let's just start filling this up with these, and then I'll put it into the engine, and I'll show you guys the old oil too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm just gonna put the new jug of oil in there and just keep this one in case I ever have to top off, which I think I will, because I think it's burning oil. So I'll just keep this one as an extra and use this to fill up the car. Okay, so I lost the cap for this jug, and I think I threw it away, honestly. So F it, I'm just gonna use the mix of all those quarts into the engine, and hopefully it shouldn't cause an issue because they're all synthetic, high mileage, 1030, all of them. So they should all mix together, and there shouldn't be an issue. So I'll just start pouring, and I'll see if it starts leaking. Hopefully it doesn't. It seems to be filled, at least not to the full point, but a little bit below, because I don't want to overfill it. So I filled it up. I'm gonna clean up all this mess, and then lower the car, and I should be able to turn it on and just make sure it's not leaking. So far it's not leaking from the oil filter and the drain plug, but once I lower everything, clean up, and turn on the car, I'll double check and see if it's leaking anywhere. All right, let's see. Seems okay. No smoke from the back. No noticeable smoke, at least. All right, if you guys can see, you guys can't really see the mileage at all, huh? It says 296,000 miles. It does have a check engine code. No oil. So it's not leaking. Let's see where the temperature's at. Like I was saying, this car needs a lot of work and needs a new radiator. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the thermostat, because I have to turn on the fans to say, like, the AC. I have to turn on the AC for the fans to turn on. So I pretty much have to turn them on manually. So once it gets hot enough, the car starts to overheat, and the fans don't turn on by themselves. So when that happens, I have to turn on the AC, and then the fans kick on. So it just needs a bunch of stuff related to, like, the radiator, I guess, like a thermostat housing, the hoses, the radiator. All that's pretty cheap, so I'm probably gonna do that myself. Okay, so it's been on for a bit.
Probably getting towards the middle of the temperature gauge. I'm gonna double check underneath. No oil. I don't see any drips anywhere. That's good. And around the oil filter, it does not seem to be leaking, so it looks good. Okay guys, so I'm done now. Turned off the car. It seems fine. It didn't seem like it was having any issues with the new oil. It wasn't leaking, so that's great. Yeah, it wasn't leaking from the oil drain plug and the filter. That's great. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys could please subscribe and like the video, it'll definitely help me out. I am gonna make more videos. I'm not too sure what the next video is gonna be about, but it'll probably be about this car, if not my 05 Camry. But yeah guys, I think the whole channel is just gonna be about my Camrys, my 2 Camrys and my Scion, which are all Toyotas. So yeah guys, thank you so much. Until next time, appreciate it.